Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the newly released Gemini 3 model by Google. So this model has been much awaited. So this model was supposed to release 2-3 months ago, but they have been postponing it, but it is finally here. So does this model live up to the hype? Is this model actually good or not? So let us try to understand that. So I will go to this post released by Google here, and you can see it says that it is their state of the art reasoning model with a lot of capabilities and so on. So if you scroll to the bottom, you can see the benchmarks. So these are the benchmarks when you compare this model with GPT 5.1, which is a newly released GPT version, and Claude 4.5 Sonnet. So one thing that you need to notice, Gemini 3 outperforms all the other models in almost all the benchmarks. So there is only one benchmark called SweBench, which is the coding benchmark, which Claude slightly has an upper hand in. And if you look at the math scores or maybe other tasks in general, this model is miles ahead. So that is an amazing performance by a model. So now what we will try to do is let us try to test this model and see how good it is. So I'm going to compare Gemini 3 model and Claude 4.5 Sonnet model on multiple questions on creating websites and few other things. Let us see how it works. So I'll just go to Gemini, gemini.google.com, and in this, make sure you select the thinking model, which is the latest version model, and then click on build. So when you click on build, you will be able to create websites with it. And let me copy paste a prompt here. So this is the prompt that I have: create a web page with a wild design that the world has never seen. Everyone who sees this website should feel like this is the first time they have seen it. So this is the prompt that I've given, and let me send this one. And I'll repeat the same prompt in Claude also, and we can compare which model does it better. Let me go to Claude, and I'm just copy pasting this. So let me run this one. So now let's wait for a couple of minutes to see which model performs the best. Okay, so this is the website that it has created. Okay, when I move the cursor, it's pretty interactive. That looks good. And objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. And it says touch the void. So let me touch this. Escalate. Okay, we see the color is changing. Yeah, I think it's a decent website, and you also see a lot of different elements here. So this is a good one. So let me see Claude's output. Okay, this is called cosmic consciousness. Okay, it's a good pointer. Okay, when you click, there are these things. But which one do you like it better? Do you like this one or the Gemini output? I feel Gemini output is slightly more nuanced because there is something that I can read and touch and feel. So this, I'll give this one. So let us try one more prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt that I'm going to try. So my prompt is, I want to teach projectile motion to my classroom of 8th graders. I want you to create animation using React to make sure that is done, and make sure it is decked up with a lot of features. So let me run this, and I will pass the same prompt to Claude as well. Okay, this is the output we got from Gemini. So this calls it Projectile Motion Lab mode, and it has different modes, challenge mode. Okay, it also has added a game that is pretty amazing. So lab mode, let me just test out a few things. Okay, and so it has shown time, height, distance, velocity, and so on. And one amazing thing that it has done is also added different environments like Moon, Jupiter, and so on. This Moon has lesser gravity, it shoots up, and Jupiter might have higher gravity, so you can actually do this. That's great. So yeah, I think it has a lot of extra features, as I mentioned. So it has changed different environments. So this is amazing. Now let us see what Claude has created for the same thing. So Claude has created something like this, which looks good. Even this has decent features like velocity vectors and all, but this is where it stops, right? But Gemini has a lot of additional features in terms of different environments, challenge modes, and few other things. So this is where Gemini will win. So let me try one more prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt that I'm going to try. Create a 3D visualization of Tokyo's top neighborhoods. I asked it to use a sidebar with different neighborhoods and highlight the building extrusions and add a day and night toggle. So this actually helps us understand how good the model is at 3D visualization. So let me run this. Meanwhile, let me put this to the same test as well. Okay, we have output from Gemini already. You can see that it has created some different visualization that I can just go and do this. So night mode is not very clear. So let me put a day mode. Okay. I think I would say this is decent overall. And it also has. So it has all the basic things done right. But yeah, this is good. So let me go to Claude. And Claude actually got an error with this. So Claude is not able to do it. So Gemini for the win. So let me try out one last prompt, which is slightly more complicated and where I'll ask this model to integrate their own API into the application. So this is the prompt that I'm trying right now. So the prompt goes something like this. People are tired of interacting with chatbots. So because they have to type everything by hand. So I'm trying to reimagine how chat works. So can you come up with a new interface where people could chat with large language models without being limited to a generic chat template? So I'm asking AI to redesign how we interact with AI models. So I've just added a line called use Gemini API for LLM so we can see a working app. So let me send this one and I will also run the same for Claude. Okay, we now have the output from Gemini. You can see that it has named it Mind Sprawl. So this is a way I can chat with LLM. So let us try to understand how this works. So double click anywhere to start. Okay. So all in all, it's a great idea that instead of we using a regular chat interface, we can actually create a web of thoughts and everything. And certainly it could be tuned more to what a user would like to interact. But overall, I think I particularly like this approach. So let's go back to Claude and see what it has done for us. Okay, today this is also not done by Claude, so Gemini is the winner. So you have seen, we have tested both the models on different benchmarks as you have seen. Gemini is particularly amazing model and there are a lot of new features that they have released along with this release, like anti-gravity, and the Gemini app is also coming with a lot of features. So we'll make some videos on that in the future too. Make sure you subscribe to Build Fast with AI and we will connect again.